I grew up thinking that connecting to Allah was the hardest thing on the planet, and I had to be really like pure, nice, kind, pious, no sins whatsoever, and be really like religiously the kind of people who like, wear the hijab. And I thought Allah only loves believers, is what I'm trying to say here. And I thought I needed to be a perfect believer in Allah to be able to be loved by Allah, which came as such a huge realization that the creator that you and I have names for, it could be Bhagwan, it could be universe, it could be whatever it is that you resonate with, loves. Loves, that's it. There's no you do this and then he will love you. Of course, you get closer to him because you remember him and you connect to him and you prioritize God, but it's not that God is only for some kind of people who need to be a certain way. God loves, full stop. There's no like, he will love because you pray. He will love because he will give you food because you are a good believer, or whatever. So that realization, when it hit me, it went really deep into my soul, because what happened was I was like, oh my God, I am worthy of his love. Okay, hang on. I'm going to get to know this God that people speak about, that they've sort of tried to teach me about, but not through what they have taught me, but by sitting with my soul and connecting to my own inner voice and seeing where it gets me. So I started connecting to my emotions, really understanding shame, regret. What is my internal canvas look like? There was shame, there was regret, there was grief, there was sadness, there was anger, there was jealousy, there was envy, there was everything that made me dark, sad, depressed, unmotivated, lost, broken, shattered, all of that, right? So I went into every single emotion, dived deep into it, created an artwork to kind of bring that feeling, that emotion out into the physical realm, so I could see what my shame would look like, what my regret looks like, what my resentment looks like, what my anger looks like. And then I started healing the father wound, and then the mother wound, and then the understanding of what my internal canvas was helped me be able to say, okay, so this is who I am from the inside. Now let's get into the creation of the outside, right? What do I see in birds? What is the bird telling me? What is the grass telling me? What is the lion telling me? What is the bee telling me? So I started getting into the outer landscape through art again. Then I went into going, hang on, through my inner world, I got guided to the outer world. When I got guided to my outer world, it was when I wanted to see who was the creator of this outer world that my eyes can see and I can touch and hear and all that sort of stuff. So I sat with this, who created the moon? Excuse me. Who created the sun? Like Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, right? What is the moon telling me about God? What is the air telling me about God? That was my second stage of getting to know him. Third stage, getting to know him through his names. First was my own internal emotional landscape. Second was connecting to the moon cycles, to the sun, to the creation, to the peacock, to the swan, to the bee, to the lion, and all that. Then came the third, which was seeing his name in the creations that he had created, right? And the last stage, which I am not last stage, was I mean, he's like limitless, so I'm going to keep going inshallah ta'ala with his guidance and mercy. Then I got guided through the names to pick up the Quran. Now this was very, very scary for me, because I was at one time a person who used to depend on drugs, alcohol, doing things like sins that shouldn't be spoken about, kind of, betraying, lying, acting, because I was so, in that gunk, like, right? I only saw myself as the muddy waters, the dirty waters, the filthy, disgusting person, unworthy of nothing at all whatsoever, right? And how he made me come in contact with my muddy water, own my shadows, integrate it through art into my being. So every darkness in me came in contact with his light, and slowly the darkness started making sense, right? And today when I connect to Quran, his words, what seeps through my brain, sometimes I'm so scared to even say it from my mouth, because it feels like, Hamna, you sure you want to say this? And now I've come to a place where I say, hang on, he's the one placing this understanding in my heart. And so I'm going to share it, not because of you watching it or not watching it. It's because this is the truth that I feel in myself. And so today, the ayat that I have is the Surah Baqarah's 36th ayat. And in this ayat, it says, "But Satan tempted them and had them expelled from where they were. We told them, go down as enemies of each other on earth. You will have a place to live and things to enjoy for a fixed term." Now, if you want to read the whole thing, you can go into the description I've written here. The artwork is here. I created this. Through this artwork, I was able to get to what I'm going to share with you right now. And it's so profound. It's so profound. It will really help you heal the abandonment wound, the feeling of you being ever alone will get healed, because sometimes our parents left us and we felt abandoned, a friend left us and we felt abandoned. The feeling of abandonment is actually not even possible. Now, through this ayat, I was guided to create this grid. Like I said, you can go on to my Art as Ibadat page and check the grid out yourself. But it's on Patreon, where I share the making of this grid. So you actually make it with me and you color it in with me and you connect to the words of Allah. So I've explained the whole thing in detail of how step by step it breaks. But just for you and me, what I want to say is, when Allah took Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the ascension towards the seven skies through air, he was with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When Hazrat Ibrahim went through the stages of the fire, Allah was with Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam through the fire. When the Prophet Yusuf alayhi salam was put inside the ground, inside the well, Allah was with him in that situation. When we think about the whale and the Hazrat Yunus alayhi salam's story, he was inside the whale under the sea. So in the whole of the sea, Allah was with him. Like, Allah did not desert. Allah did not leave. I think I'm not pronouncing the word desert right. Desert. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Allah did not leave any of his prophet in any of these four elements. In air, Allah was there. In fire, Allah was there. In earth, Allah was there. And in water, Allah was there. Where was Allah? Ya Azeem says that Allah is inside our cells, like body, physical body. He's like here, everything that you see in my body, the cells inside my body are actually created by Allah. So who has signed on every single cell of my being? Allah, right? The signature that I created Hamna's body cells. So the body is marked by the remembrance of Allah, and it is in constant zikr of Allah, right? The divine present, Ya Azeem, is present in your body, in every single cell of your body, right? Number two, then we are a body and we are the soul. Inside our soul, every molecule is a light of Allah, is the essence of Allah. So on our body, the cells are signatured by Allah. the soul is also signatured by Allah. So Allah is not just present outside of me or something that I have to get to or reach to or search for. He is something that is closer to my jugular vein. What does that mean? He's inside me. He is in me. Everything about me is his, right? His essence and his body. Now, Shaitan says to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam and Bibi Hawa that he tempted them. What did he say? He said, if you eat this fruit, you'll be able to stay in Jannat forever. What that means is that he was luring them, tempting them, that if you did this, you are going to be able to stay where? In Jannat, meaning closer to Allah. What does that mean? What does that truly, truly mean for you and me? We were lied to and we were told that to get to Allah, to be closer to Allah, to know Allah, we have to be a certain way. We were told a lie that Allah is something, or the creator is something, or the universe is something that is outside of us. It's all inside me. So when Shaitan tempted them, he was saying, eat this fruit and so you will always be with Allah. What he lied was not even possible. You see, he said, you have to eat this fruit and then you will be with Allah. You are going to be with Allah no matter where you are, in the heaven or in the earth. How and why? Because your soul is marked by Allah, your body is marked by Allah. So who has inside you, who is it? Ya Azeem. Ya Azeem is divine presence. Divine presence was there with you when you were light. Divine presence is present with you when you are a human body, right? What does that really truly mean? Shaitan said to us something that was actually not even possible. He said, you're going to be far away from Allah. So eat this fruit and then you will stay closer. He tempted them to do something by putting them inside them a seed of fear. He scared them that you will be away from Allah. But was it even possible for us to be away from Allah? No. How can it be possible to be away from Allah when Allah is inside us? When he's so close to us, when he's always hearing us, seeing us, watching us, being with us, valuing us, knowing us, like how can Allah be away from us? So he lied to us about something that wasn't even true. Oh, forget about that. Wasn't even true is not even the problem. It's not even possible. It's not possible for you to be on your own because you're always with Allah and he's always with you. Crazy, right? So crazy. Like I said, the whole session is down in my Patreon. You can go and hear it. So this is Satan tempted them of something that wasn't even possible. It wasn't even possible for us to be far from Allah. But he planted this seed of darkness in us and we started thinking, oh my God, Allah is far away from me. I have to be like this and that. And then, oh my God, I have to be like them. No. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible for us to be away from Allah and for Allah to be away from us because we are his creation. We were held through life when we feel lost. We are always and always connected to him through air, through fire. No matter what you're going through in life, you're always going to be held, right? Through the well. Now also understand this is something really, really profound, which I don't know if you're going to agree to this or not, but it's a little deeper, but I'll just throw it out there and let me see what you guys say. Leave me a comment or DM me. Who was Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam running from? Like saved from? The fire saved Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam from whom? Who were the people who lit that fire? His own people. The people he used to call family, friends, his own village where he lived, were the people who actually put the fire. Why? To make you and me understand that sometimes we have to burn away the bridges to move forward ahead towards the path of Allah, because sometimes those people who we think we're familiar with might not actually be on our journey ahead towards the soul. So they have to be like, not like that, but like burned away. So for you to move forward in your soul's ascension journey, to be a slave of Allah, you have to stop the slavery of the idols that you've created. And the idols were created by whom? Your own people. You were told and taught by the people that you are living with, or you were growing up with, that you had to be a certain way. You were a slave to the expectations of those people. But what do you have to do? You have to burn them away, because otherwise you can't rise. You can't clean the space up. The phoenix cannot come up. And the other thing I was reading about is, don't wait for the phoenix to rise like the fire to burn. Take a matchstick, burn it all up. Burn your ego away of all that you think that you are defined by. Everything that you think that you are defined by needs to be burnt away for you to truly belong to your creator, to be of service to your creator, to spread the light of love in this world. You have to burn away everything that you feel attached to or defined by in this world, because that is a distraction that's keeping you away from your Allah. So next, go into the well. When Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salam went into the well, who put him there? His own brothers. His own brothers. What is Allah telling us through this? Sometimes people who you grow up with might actually not be very good for you, and they might be toxic for you. So save yourself from them. Go into a space where you feel held. Be in spaces where you can actually sit with yourself in the darkness and wait for the sun to come out, because the people of Allah will bring you light, will bring you back to light where you are meant to be going for your next stage. People you are familiar with will hurt you, can be toxic for you, and that's okay. When you start accepting that truth, you start getting closer to Allah. Yet Hazrat Ibrahim's father, his own father, was okay with him being burned. The father didn't get jumped into the fire with him. Now this is something really cool. I'm going to go on a spin, but this is like so much to take in one video. To the people outside standing in the fire, looking at the fire, would be thinking, hey, he's burning inside. But who is in control of the fire? The one who created the fire. Did the fire burn him? It would burn all the other people, but not Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. Who is the one controlling the fire? Allah. So to people outside of you will see the fire as you're burning away, and you're going completely insane by not following your ancestors or your family line's tradition, and you're taking the step to just go towards whatever is calling you through your inside soul, because that's your calling to be getting closer to Allah. The people around you will look at the fire as going as heat. But how was the fire for Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam? What command did Allah give the fire for Hazrat Ibrahim, and only for him? To be cool like a breeze. So whatever it is that you're burning, when you burn it for Allah, when you jump into the fire for Allah, when you're ready to remove yourself from all that is holding you back and that toxin things that are happening, all of that will completely be commanded by Allah to go the opposite way of what its natural state is. The fire burns, but for you, it will be cool. The water, the whale takes the person in, and acidity in the stomach would kill it and like completely vanish you on the earth. But then what will Allah do? He will control the water. He'll control the fish just for you, so that you could get closer to Him. I can go on and on, but I'll end it here. If any of this resonates with you, hear it a few times, connect to it, and understand through this ayat what Allah is trying to say is that you think I have left you, but it is not even possible for me to leave you, because you are the one that I am always with. Ya Azeem is always present in you, within you, around you, and all that you see and all that you hear and all that you are. When you're going through fire, when you're going through air, when you're going through water, when you're going through the ground, I am the one holding everything, and every element is in my control, and I can shift it for you to come closer to me. And it might not be visible for the others, for that what it is, but for you, in ease, in pain, I will give you ease. That's Allah. Ya Karam. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Allah Hafiz.